Lead and Be Legendary presents A Name Tag is Necessary.
But to be quietly and to be around all that would be like me being around all y'all, and I ain't got at least 2-3 thousand good stories to tell.
Right, right. Because I think I brought it. We was talking about it earlier, like just how the scene, as far as the MCs from the scene, how it's like you could split it up into classes or whatever.
Yeah,
And it just had me
yeah.
thinking. I was like, dang man, like just being in good company. I was like, dang, I came up in an era with Street Justice, um, Coleman Young, Detroit City, uh, shit. Like you can even put Miss Corona in that class
Dog,
too.
listen, that's what I was asking about Marv. It's like
Yeah,
he
Eh,
came, him and Guilty
yeah.
came, and Fat Cat way before, right?
Well, Fat Cat was way before. Not
Way before,
and I ain't
right?
saying it like he's so far removed from the class that we were in, but I will put Marv. I will specifically put Marv one in there,
You got to put
and
Marv in your class because that's when Marv Blue
yeah,
got one as Marv one and not from the
yeah,
Fat
because
Cat.
you was right. You said it. You like his class, like the Lush Lounge era. That's like to me, that's the Fat Killers, Guilty Simpson, Quest McCody. Um, I want to say who else?
Even
Who
Mo
else?
Dirt.
Yeah, even More Dirty. More Dirty. He crossed over to like both classes too because he was to me he was one of the like the as far as like putting the shows together. To me, it's certain people that as far as putting shows together, I put them in a certain class too. Like you got you could put Finale over there because Finale,
Yeah.
like truth be told, got me one of my first paid gigs. Him
Okay,
and
but check
Invincible.
this. You could do the same shit with Roast Bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Because are we doing Roast Bit as DJ Friction? Are we doing Roast Bit as the up and coming
Octane.
rapper? Yeah, Octane, my bad. Are we doing him as Octane from Octane and Elite?
Yeah, wow, that's
Are we doing
crazy.
him as the early roast bit, or are we doing him as roast bit now? Because those are three different evolutions of the same
Like
person.
Roast Spit
That
the mogul. That's
that's
crazy.
still a rapper that fits into every category.
Yeah. And
Be-
he's one of those early cats to do it too, like to where it was like not I don't want to say unheard of, but like Rose doing it to where it was like, yo man, how are you doing that too? You're like,
I
yo,
remember when
he
Bro was on stage at what is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? Oh fuck! It was the Vans Warp Tour because Street Justice had the same stage.
I feel like I remember that.
That was a very long time ago, and the original Burn Rubber was still in the spot.
Hmm.
And like, so when you try to categorize these people, where you putting them? Because there's a lot of people that's gonna slip through cracks and have nowhere to go. We're gonna say because the you got like the era. You forgot about Chavis Chandler.
No, I was gonna name some more.
Chavis
He
goes into three categories himself
yeah, yep, that's a
because
fact.
Chavis's last appearance was Racist album.
Yeah, yeah, the Book of Ryan. One of my favorite songs off that album too. Shit, I remember when Nolan, we said Sheafy. It was one of the names, Sheafy McFly. Oh,
Nolan, you
definitely. Come
got
on,
Danny Brown.
clearly a pioneer. Yep, Danny Brown. Yeah, man.
Where you putting Elzai at?
Elzai,
Goes in all the categories.
he does. But man, like just as far as man, they did it so big as Slum. It's like you can't. I could put him in our.
That
I
was
could put him in that
2000. That was
class.
2000.
Yeah, because when he became like just a solo act, what was that? 2000
Four.
and when did the preface come out?
Best album ever.
Preface was the
That's his
preface was
best
like
album.
'07, I think. Oh eight. Yeah. Oh wait, because at the same time, that's when yeah, preface was I feel somebody they're gonna correct me if I'm wrong. It was like '08, maybe late '07. I'll look it up. But yeah, that because around the same time I feel like I was putting out the Courtesy of Ambition EP because during that time, I feel like that was around the time. I guess he can go in that era because we started releasing solo projects around the same time technically. So I guess you can put him in that class technically.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
but
Wow, that's crazy. Like
we
I
would
didn't even
have
think
to
about it like that.
put. We can't just we. It's hard to say freshmen because they ain't new.
No, I wouldn't say freshmen. I'm just saying like a elite class of like MCs that were all active at the same time. You know, it's like how I'd be like, we mind you, we all from the same city, or for those that wasn't from the city, like the Metro Detroit
It's
So
so
it's
weird
like,
that our city got so much damn talent.
yeah, and it's like you got you got certain cities where it's like people moving, but it's really like only that one that's like super popping. You know what I'm saying? And whether it be underground on a mainstream level at that, I'm saying during that time. But like you go to our city, it was so many of us like moving at one time. Like imagine if all of us was like literally dropping on the same day and made it a thing. Like, hey, on this, like how me and Dean, we would always talk about like Super Tuesday, how dope that was when Barack Records was doing that.
Yeah.
Imagine if some shit like that started happening now, like where you got certain class of MCs like, yo, on this Tuesday we all drop. What up, doe? I'm Nametag Alexander, and thank y'all for tuning in to a Name Tag is Necessary. Yeah, like even, oh man, Oslo, like people don't,
man, Oslo used to slap.
That was a thing, like, and I wasn't even really around as much at Oslo, but like when they did
I had to wear like DJ my birthday party. That was
literally when they did the Twakeover, like mind you, it didn't last long, but that was just a great time. Like I think it should have been like to where I think what happened was they were trying to do it every month, and that should have probably just been a summer thing only.
like a quarterly type of joint.
Nah, just summer. Just do it when it's warm. Like soon as the weather break, now we do the Twakeover. Cause something about that first one that they had.
No, because then from the Twakeover it went to On Deck, and On Deck used
yeah. Man, that
man with the little kiddie pool. Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure it was stuff like that, and it's gonna be stuff like that now or was pre-pandemic. But man, like I remember that's all like, yo, them was like shows were shows. You know what I'm saying? Niggas really had fun. Now you you started out in podcasting fairly early, just around the same time as I did, if not before. I feel like you were in it like maybe a half year prior, I think.
My first podcast came out in damn, it's old.
What was it, like 2015, early 2016?
You before that.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you was in it before me because I jumped in like fourth quarter 2016, maybe before then.
Okay,
yeah.
So that's when Random Tuesday started. I had one before that.
Now, what was it called?
2 before that, maybe 2. Was it 2? It was 2 before that.
Yeah, so you was on it early. You was on it early then. So like doing it for as long as you have been, how did you ever, where podcasting is now, did you ever see back then it being how it is now? Absolutely. Or have any? You did. Okay, I was gonna ask, like, were you optimistic about that? Like, yo, this is gonna be
my degree is radio broadcast. Our first day of school, our first day of class, they were like, yeah, you know, radio is a dying art, right?
Wow. This was at what, Specs?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So that would make sense. That would make sense.
So yeah. Yeah, it's like, yes, because with radio being this dying thing, but the internet becoming really, really popular, everybody having something to say.
Platforms.
We don't have to type it out anymore. We don't have to enter a chat room, and we don't have to talk to people that just have our opinions. Now we can have a discourse. Now we can have a conversation. Yeah. And I've always kind of figured that people would flock to that whether I agree or disagree, and this proves that bad press or bad things get you more attention, because there's certain people that got microphones or audiences that I think should shut the fuck up.
That do not need them. We just was having this conversation in one of the group chats. I mean, it was like, what? Just shut the fuck up and like say it in the group chat. Like everything ain't got to be said online. Like you ain't got to say everything you do online. Like it's just goofy shit too. Like not even from just like stuff that is being typed and post. Like just physical actions. Like it's like it just be like, man, I had this conversation. Y'all know I always had this conversation. Like, why do we feel like we need to post every single thing? Everything? Like everything?
Like it's not even why do you feel the need to post everything. It's so you have an opinion and you think that people will agree with you. But once you have the world's attention, exactly what are you saying? Because now I feel like you should shut up.
Check out past episodes of A Name Tag is Necessary, streaming now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Radio Public, and many more. And it's like at the same time, like I said, we just seeing it, and it's just like we just absorbing this content. Like on top of everything else. That's why I say, like, I forget where I saw that or heard it from, but when they made the comment saying that scrolling through social media sometimes is like that said like scrolling social media is like Professor X wearing Cerebro, because it's
Okay,
like you
but
literally getting all those
tell me why
thoughts.
it's not like Professor X wearing Cerebro, right?
How come?
Okay, so Cerebro was a mind tap that you did not have to have. Like he was literally hacking into your brain, being like, "Now I can read your thoughts, whether you
Yeah,
like it or not." These are thoughts that people want to be seen.
that's
This
true.
is like going through
Mm,
somebody's trash bin and finding something like that you like in the trash.
good take. Good take. I didn't even think about it like that way.
So that's why it's not like Cerebro. I don't have to read your mind. Honestly, I believe 95% of what people are putting on the internet is just for the attention. It's not what they're thinking about.
Yeah, yeah,
This is the shit they throw away to make
that's
space for
very
the good
true.
shit.
That's very true. And all the time it's not their own thoughts. You
Nope.
know what I'm saying? Like you more than likely saw what somebody else said, and whatever your thought was, it changed because you saw somebody else say something. You're like, well, let me go ahead and say this.
Yeah, you
You know
added
what I'm
your
saying?
thought to that.
Illingsworth, what up? Chopped it up about where I should try to cop stock. My style popular as a pair of pro phone posits. I prefer black and copper ones. Obviously I'm the one. Had a goal in mind and I got it done. Always got something to vibe to. Badu to mama's gun. Destined to be prominent since I was young. So provided I supply the funds for the fam. So the grind is always constant, non-stop till I decide to bow out. It's done. I'm coming from the like water for chocolate album run. Where's the proper investors I can borrow $1 from? Let's partner up on the plot to turn the profit from. I'm buzzing like the start of an alcohol problem. I'm a champion taking chances. Roll the dice, success or failure. What you fear more in life. Rap's equal to Space Jam 11s with no bars of reach, yet it's still quite Jordan-like. Y'all hang around yes men who give poor advice. I be around the like-minded who know that
Like now, I'm on there for the funnies. Oh, I need like if the funny shit is there, I'm with it. Let me see the funny stuff, and I'm there. Other than that, man, they be like, man, it's too much. It's too serious. They be like, good grief.
Man, like it's just back to how TV killed the radio, and the internet is killing the TV.
Yeah, that's
Like,
definitely true.
did I know that podcasting would be such a big thing?